Today we are getting sweet potato slips started. We have sweet potatoes that we purchased at Whole Foods. We have an organic, red, Japanese, I don't know the exact varieties, and then this one's more of an orange flesh, but all organic. And we took organic garden soil and just kind of sat these down in halfway and then have kept the soil damp. You can see this one's got a little bit of mold. We've had a little bit of temperature variation. This one over here does not. But once you get leafed out to 4 to 6 inches, you can start taking your slips. So we're more than past time to get these in water, and we're just using wide mouth pint canning jars. And I'm just gonna twist to get my slip off here, and then if you leave the leaf matter in the water, it will rot. And also you want the energy of the plant to go into making roots. So we are going to take off all these bottom leaves. And I'm going to try to...
Hold on, let me see. I can twist them off.
I don't want to pull this up because the potato actually roots down into the soil. So this is actually kind of seated here. So if we disrupt that, then we break those roots off. So this one I'm actually going to get multiple slips. I'm just going to gently twist that off the plant. And this is going to be 3 different slips. These look great.
So this one, as you can see, was closer to the soil and already started growing roots down into the soil. So I'm just trying to lift these roots up and out to keep it attached to the plant. And pulling gently. And that is how many roots this already formed. So we can just go ahead and stick that right in the ground. You can see little root nubs wanting to form on the stem. So I'll lay that down into the soil with just this tip sticking up out of the soil. I'll cut off another leaf. And then you would not have to soak that in water, just put that directly in the soil in your garden. Just twist them off and trim the leaves. Up to you to have just the top crown and 1 or 2 leaves below that.
You want to plant this one, or you want it to get a little more root?
Probably fine planted, wouldn't it?
I think so. So this one's got enough root to go ahead and get put in the ground. So I am going to go ahead and just set it in water until we get it out there, so it just gets nice and hydrated before we put it in. But we're not going to leave this to grow more roots. We're going to get that one planted today. So this is just under 3 weeks of trying to get our slips going off the potatoes. These potatoes will go back up, we'll keep that soil damp, and we'll take some more cuttings in a couple days. So far we have 15 slips. A little over half of them are already rooted, and these are going to be forming roots in the water here, and we'll keep you updated on that. But I paid about $2 a pound for organic potatoes in Whole Foods, and we've already they've already paid for themselves, because typically when you order sweet potatoes online, you get a dozen slips. They do not look this healthy. Usually you lose some of them, and I'm gonna have to look up what we've paid in the past price-wise, but right now we're probably at the, definitely have already done better than if we'd ordered a dozen slips online. So we companion plant or semi-companion plant with peppers here. As you can see, we've got this plot of peppers with marigolds on the outside, which have proven to be pretty effective with pest control with our pepper plants. And we've got the center of the plot that we're putting a sweet potato patch in. And we've got 2 buckets of mulch that Todd has just turned in with the soil here. And some sources will say you can't use mulch with sweet potatoes, that it's not going to work, but it has worked for us. And when the vines start to grow like out of the patch, you want to just explain what you typically do?
So the sweet potato, once the sweet potatoes really take off, they're going to shoot vines everywhere. Just direct those vines in between your peppers, or if you don't have a pepper bed like this, and you just dig down just a little bit, cover, and then just get that vine exposed to the dirt so it can grow roots from the vine, because it'll put down tubers. And then you just cover the vine right there in that spot with dirt, a little bit of dirt and mulch. It'll put down tubers there, and it'll keep, and then it'll send another shoot out and keep going. And you can literally just every so often dig a spot, expose the vine to the dirt. It'll put down roots and tubers there. So you're just gonna make a hole 4 inches, 6 inches deep. You don't need to plant it in there like a tomato plant. You can lay it down a little bit to get more of the stem exposed, because it'll grow roots out of wherever that stem is exposed to the dirt. Lightly pack it in. That's all you do.
We'll show a couple more.
Plant one more and I'll come over that side.
Just gonna show a few more going in here. So you've still got time. If you can source some organic sweet potatoes, that would be a really good way to get your own food forest going. It's fun, it's relatively cheap, and it's one more step towards food self-sufficiency. So have fun, get growing, and thanks for watching.